The battle lines between the BJP and the Congress sharpened over the charge of alleged voter fraud. The BJP, which has been accused of colluding with the Election Commission to commit voter fraud, today counter-attacked with claims that former Congress President Sonia Gandhi had been illegally added to the voter list 45 years ago, before she was an Indian citizen. BJP leader Anurag Thakur in fact claimed that Mrs. Gandhi, who was born as Sonia Manu in Italy in 1946, was added on the list of voters here in India from 1980 to 1982. That was a year before she became an Indian citizen. The allegations echoed what BJP's IT cell head, Amit Malviya, had posted on X hours earlier. In fact, Mr. Malviya had posted what he said was a photocopy of the extract from electoral rolls of 1980, indicating that Sonia Gandhi was a voter when she did not acquire the citizenship of Bharat. If this isn't blatant electoral malpractice, then what is, was the question that was asked by him. And responding to these allegations, the Congress then said that Sonia Gandhi had not asked for her name to be included in the voter roll and that it was the poll body officials of the time who did so. Remember the allegations of voter fraud in Karnataka and Maharashtra and potential fraud before the election that are scheduled to take place in Bihar, where a special intensive revision is being held, has made major headlines over the past few months. The Election Commission has responded sharply to all of these charges, insisting its procedures are transparent and are meant to ensure free and fair polls. Let's first listen in to what the BJP and the Congress said, and then I bring in our guests.
अब इनका मॉडस ऑपरेंडी क्या है राहुल जी का? चुनाव हारो, झूठे आरोप लगाओ, कभी इलेक्शन कमीशन में कंप्लेंट दर्ज मत कराओ, कभी सबूत मत दो और लोकतंत्र को फर्जीवाड़ा करके एक तरह से जनता को भ्रमित करने का काम करो, लोकतंत्र को नीचा दिखाने का काम करो। मेरा राहुल गांधी से सीधा सवाल है, किस बात का डर है राहुल जी? शपथ पत्र नहीं देते, सबूत नहीं देते, झूठे आरोप लगाकर भाग जाते हो और यही आपका तरीका हो गया है।
आज उन्होंने कुछ आंकड़े रखे, अनुराग ठाकुर ने। वो आंकड़े थे वायनाड के और कन्नौज सीट के। बोलते हैं साहब यहां भी फर्जी वोट हैं। तो हमारी ही बात साबित कर दी उन्होंने कि चुनाव आयोग पर जो सवाल हमने उठाए, आज वही सवाल अनुराग ठाकुर बीजेपी उठा रही है। तो हमारी बात तो साबित कर ही दी। जब आप भी कहते हैं, आप सत्तारूढ़ दल हैं, आप भी कहते हैं कि ये फर्जी वोटर लिस्ट है, हम भी वही कह रहे हैं, फर्जी वोटर लिस्ट के आधार पर लोकसभा चुनाव हुआ 2024 का। तो लोकसभा चुनाव 2024 का फर्जी माना जाए, रद्द कर दिया जाए और नए सिरे से सब राजनीतिक पार्टियां मिलकर इस पे चर्चा करें कि कैसे दुरुस्त किया जाए वोटर लिस्ट को।
And joining me on the show tonight, Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP. We have Dr. Shama Mohammed from the Congress Party, Amitabh Tiwari, political strategist, and Jayant Ghoshal is consulting editor of NDTV. Dr. Shama Mohammed, these are serious allegations, and why was the former Congress president added in the voter list even when she was not a citizen of India?
See, first and foremost, as we said, we need evidence, one. Number two, as they said, it's the Election Commission. Number three, these are all distraction tactics. Why is the Bharatiya Janata Party doing press conference for the Election Commission of India? That's the first question. Number two, how did he get this electronic voter data so quickly? I really want to know, how did Anurag Thakur get it? We took 4 to 6 months to go through this data because we were not given the electronic voter data. We were giving manual. For Mahadevpura constituency, we had to go through it manually for 4 to 6 months, and that's how the investigation was done by our people. Here, he gets that electronic voter data. That itself shows there is collusion. And if they want to keep doing SIR and they keep saying that they want to go state after state and they're saying the former electoral rolls are all wrong, then we need to dissolve the Lok Sabha. Why should they be the Lok Sabha? Let's dissolve it and let's all go in for another mode of election. So the problem is basically, Marya, we are asking certain questions. The Election Commission is not coming out and telling us the truth. Instead, the Bharatiya Janata Party is talking for the Election Commission of India. I really want to know why the Election Commission of India is not doing a press conference. And we have to understand 66 lakh people have been deleted in Bihar. And they say very clearly that we will not, to the Supreme Court, that we are not going to say who are the voters who have been deleted, why they've been deleted. And around 66,000 have already come and said their names are not in the voter list. When their names are not in the voter list, they gave them Form 6. Form 6 is for the new voters. How do we know it's the new voter or it is the old voter?
But Shama, you have still not responded.
There?
You have still not responded to the question that I asked.
No, I've responded.
Why was Mrs. Gandhi's name in the voter list before she became a citizen of India?
No. First of all, I'm not getting into these diversionary tactics.
I want to know today, this is diversionary tactics, then Tuhin Sinha, the question here is that should the Election Commission have done that PC? If one moment, ma'am, you have spoken.
Let the Election
you have made
Commission
your
do
point.
the PC on Sonia Gandhi.
Sinha, the question is, if this kind of huge, distraction, or should I say voter list fraud happened 45 years ago, then what did the Election Commission do in the last 45 years?
No, who am I to answer on behalf of Election Commission? Point is, Shama Muhammad just asked for proof. Here is the proof. Here is the proof. Let her laugh because, she'll have to cry from here. Extract from the electoral roll of 1980, which clearly lists Sonia Gandhi as a voter when we all know that she attained citizenship in 1983. So electoral fraud has been intrinsic to the family, to the Congress party, and especially the Gandhi family. We know that in 1975, Indira Gandhi, her whole election of Raebareli in 1971 was quashed by, the Allahabad High Court. So electoral malpractices are intrinsic to the Congress party, especially to the Gandhis. Now, today I have a very simple question to ask the Congress party. Yesterday, their whole fraud on Minta Devi was exposed. Now, Minta Devi is a living person, 34-year-old lady, who because of a clerical error, it was reported that her age is 124. They painted her as a fictitious character. Will they apologize to Minta Devi? Now, Rahul Gandhi is a person who has 20 defamation cases, piled up against him. Just because a Minta Devi is poor, she does not have the resource to sue the Congress party, to take legal action against this, depraved Congress party. Just because an Aditya Srivastav is not doing that, does this Congress party think that it will demean the poor of this country, the helpless people in this country, on fake charges? We know for a fact that there are duplicate voters even in Wayanad, even in Raebareli, and that is precisely why Congress party and all parties should support SIR.
Today, how do you know that there are duplicate voters? Why are you making these loud?
Election Commission has given him.
Why are you making these loud claims that you know that there are duplicate voters?
Election Commission has given him the list. That's why Tuhin and the Election Commission works as one.
Why is Shama Muhammad so hyper excited all the time when she doesn't have any answers when you ask her basic questions? I think she can calm down when the question is asked to me. Point is, there are serious malpractices in most of these constituencies where opposition leaders have been fighting their elections, and that is exactly what our point is. Because we want to remove these malpractices, we are supporting SIR. Why aren't you supporting SIR?
Dr.
Look
Shama
at
Muhammad,
the irony over here. On the one hand, Rahul Gandhi says,
one moment, ma'am, you'll have to respond to my question.
Yeah.
The question that I'm asking is that if the Congress feels that these are diversionary tactics, then why is it that you have not also managed to convince the apex court? If anything, you have not got any relief from the Supreme Court so far.
Yeah, it's still going on,
yes,
Marya.
The hearing is going
Let's
on.
Understand. Let me finish one point. He talks about Sonia Gandhi. Again, I'm going to let the Election Commission do a press conference on that. Number one, SIR. Why? We are not against SIR. You can do an SIR. You should have done it 1 year back. Our only issue is an SIR is done 3 months before an election, and you ask for 11 documents. And let me remind you one thing, Tuhin Sinha, you're a lawyer. In 2022 August, you asked the voter ID should be attached with Aadhaar. So why is the Aadhaar not used today? Tell me that. Give me an answer to that. Today, Rahul Gandhi had dinner, how he met 8 people who are supposed to be dead in Bihar. He was with them just now. Can you give an answer to that?
Okay, I'm
And
going to
also
move ahead.
Minto
I'm going to
Devi,
move
Minto
ahead.
Devi.
I'm going
The
to move
Minto
ahead
Devi.
because
I want to finish
there are
that.
two other panelists
Can
who
I
have to
respond,
speak.
please?
Amitabh Tiwari, Jayanta Ghoshal. Amitabh Tiwari, the point here is that for all the points being made by the opposition outside the court, what is appearing, certainly even today, the Supreme Court said that there are 11 documents that the people of Bihar are expected to submit. They can submit any of those. Earlier, it had said and suggested to the Election Commission that it can go ahead and accept perhaps Aadhaar as well. Now, the political argument aside, legally it's not holding. Amitabh Tiwari.
See, essentially because there are two things here. One is that there has already been a deletion of 65 lakh voters on account of being dead or permanently shifted or moved out of Bihar. Now, the opposition would need to significantly highlight errors in this. Correct. And this cannot be in thousands. Thousands can be genuine errors or typographical errors, etc. Unless the opposition is
genuine
able
error.
to, yeah, unless the like a typo error, 124 years, the age is 34, or like because of time pressure. Time is a pressure, that is understood. That is the even the court is saying. So they have to significantly puncture loopholes in this 65 lakh deletions. That is number one. Number two is now we are talking about further deletions because this 7.24 crore is a draft list. Here, some people would not have submitted the documents because the ECI had allowed that people can fill the forms but submit the documents later. Here is the question of the 11 documents which are being debated whether Aadhaar should be part of it or not. So we'll have to wait and watch whether how many deletions are there from here from the 7.24 crore draft list. We are talking about future deletions, that these many people could be deleted because they do not have one of these 11 documents, which the court has also said today perhaps, that why are you assuming that they do not have the documents, and why are people saying that Bihar which produces IAS, IPS officers may not have these documents. Correct. So let's wait and watch. One is 65 lakh and the other is future deletions. We are jumping the gun and probably talking about future deletions at this stage. At this stage, the focus has to be on the 65 lakh voters deleted and proving that these deletions are wrong.
Okay. Jayanta Ghoshal, the BJP says that this entire new pitch which has been mounted by, the Congress says that the pitch that the BJP has taken right now with regards to Mrs. Gandhi, what happened 45 years ago, is diversionary tactics. But many would say that what happened 45 years ago was a reflection of something going wrong in the electoral list, something that we are seeing even right now, that there is a problem with the electoral list.
Exactly, Marya. I am not representing any political party.
Yes.
So as political analysts and journalists, I think Shama is a very good friend of mine, but you have to take the responsibility to give the answer whether BJP has raised some issue on Sonia Gandhi's when she became voter and when she became citizen. It's a very specific issue.
Yes, if it was about Jayanta Ghoshal, if it is about
you have to answer
malpractice,
that.
You become my friend.
now, if there is allegations of malpractice happening
EC should
in
reply.
Bihar right now,
Election Commission
then it
should
has
reply.
happened then as well 45 years ago. So that has to be corrected.
Exactly.
Go ahead,
You
Jayanta
cannot
Ghoshal.
say that what happened yesterday,
Huh.
if it is wrong, if it is illegal, it is relevant today also. And you cannot be a voter without you become, citizen. So I think what BJP has done, you have to give, as a journalist, I give credit to the strategists that this time Amit Malviya has read this issue. That is BJP's job. But Congress' job is to give the answer. It's a political battles. You have to accept this fact that, if I say TN Session, what he raised the issue against Lalu Prasad Yadav's election, I think it may be irrelevant. But if somebody shows a document that Lalu Prasad Yadav was not a citizen and he became voter, can you accept it today? If it happened yesterday, can you accept today?
I come in.
You know, Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, if he's a citizen of other country and if he becomes a voter of India, can Sonia Gandhi will not raise the issue? Shama will not say anything, and
Marya,
she will
can I
say
make a
that
point?
it's a diversion tactics. So I think BJP, what today's issue, Congress has to give reply. I'm not saying that 24
No,
hours.
I want to answer to this,
That's
man,
a political
please.
thing.
Okay.
Shama, you
Shama
are a very
Mohammed,
good friend of
respond.
mine. You have to
no,
answer.
I want to answer to Mr. Ghoshal. Mr.
Yes,
Ghoshal, the Election Commission should answer. It is not the Congress's job, one. And Amit Malviya has released it. Amit Malviya is a liar. He's been caught by Twitter multiple times lying, one. Number two, the other guy who's done the press conference has said, Goli Maro Salo ko to Muslims. So these are the people who are representing the party there. Wait, and it is the Election Commission's job. So don't
If
take
I
sides and
say,
say
Shama,
point fingers. No,
that
the
it
Election
is your
Commission.
diversion tactics.
It is a
You are
diversionary
diverting
tactic.
the
I'm
issue.
sorry to
Amit
say
Malviya, what
that
he
a
did is
senior,
another issue.
a senior
diverting
editor
today's
like
issue.
you. A senior editor like you is telling me to reply. It is the Election Commission to reply. Why should the Election Commission not hold a press conference
Shama,
and reply
I
to
respect
this
Sonia
nonsense
Gandhi.
of
Sonia Gandhi is the opposition
Okay, one
unity
moment,
index.
one moment.
I'm sorry, nonsense of Amit Malviya, the liar.
Dr.
The
Shama
liar,
Mohammed.
he's the one.
Dr.
He's the
Shah
one.
Mohammed, the fact is Mr. Malviya is not here to represent himself.
No, Malviya is a liar.
No.
Wait a
Self-
second.
Marya-
You can't just
This is also
accuse
diversion
anyone
tactics, Shama.
to be a
Malviya
liar.
is
It's
a
not
born liar.
appropriate.
Let me
I will
tell
not
you,
allow
Malviya
that.
has been
Tuheen,
caught
please
multiple
respond.
times.
No, ma'am.
No, because he
is not
you know,
here, and
Malviya
neither
has
is
been
Mr.
caught.
Anurag
What
Thakur.
Marya,
You
no,
should
but,
not
you know,
make these
document
allegations
is,
against them.
showing it.
Please, Tuheen, sir.
It is not allegation, it's
know.
the
No,
truth.
please, ma'am. That's not allowed.
I don't
Tuheen
know. You know, I don't
Okay,
know.
one second.
You know, I
Let
am
me ask
amused
Mr.
by the
Ghoshal.
Congress's
Yes, sir,
sense of
Tuheen and Ghoshal,
entitlement
Ghoshal. I
in
want
not
to ask you one
responding to
question, Malik.
allegations, but
No.
calling. Can you have the basic
Can I
courtesy
ask?
on
I thought
every
you asked
show?
me
You
the
know, I have
question and
to
Mr.
educate
Ghoshal
Congress's
interrupted me,
spokespersons
Marya.
on how to
I'm
behave.
supposed to answer.
You know,
You did not
every
give me
show
time to
nowadays,
answer,
I have
just
to
allow me
end
to
up
talk.
telling the grooming the Congress's spokespersons on how to behave.
Tuheen,
Please
make
allow
your
me to
point.
speak. You've had
Please
your
go
turn.
ahead, make your point.
Marya, it's very amusing. It's very strange. It's
Tuheen,
very
make your
strange
point.
that
Make your point,
it's so
please.
easy for the Congress party to not respond. Yeah, it's so easy for this entitled Congress party to not respond to allegations, but simply call Mr. Malviya a liar. When in the last few days there is only one person who has been continuously lying, and that is Rahul Gandhi. You know why they will not respond to these allegations against Sonia Gandhi? Because then they will also have to answer why Sonia Gandhi did not become a citizen of this country between 1970 and 1983. But anyway, I want to come back to Minta Devi. What they have done to Minta Devi is not something they should be allowed to get away with. They owe an apology, if not to the nation, at least to Minta Devi. They just can't, misuse the name of a living character just because she's poor, just because they can't sue this Congress party, which has been, repeatedly abusing women.
Okay.
And I think if Shama Mohammed has some dignity, she will apologize to Minta Devi on your show.
Give me an opportunity to speak. The last time Mr. Ghoshal interrupted, now he's interrupting. When can I speak? Can I speak now, Marya, or not?
Please go
I
ahead,
want to
ma'am.
reply. So, Minta Devi's case, I will tell you. She came out and said, they have made me an old woman. That is not me. Then what happened? BJP and the EC put pressure on her, and that's why she did this. So you need to apologize to Minta Devi for pressurizing, threatening her. That's what BJP does. We know what happened in Gujarat. We know what happens in the rest of the world. Please. The other thing is, which he's not answering today, Tuheen Sinha, is why did you make the voter ID to link to Aadhaar in 2022? If you didn't want to use Aadhaar, you have to answer this question. Why did you link voter ID to Aadhaar? If you have linked voter ID to Aadhaar, Aadhaar should be a document here. Everybody in Bihar has an Aadhaar card. That's fine. Can you answer this question to me, Tuheen Sinha? Will you be able to answer?
Yesterday...
Why don't you answer this question? No.
Even in the Supreme
You have
Court,
done this.
even
You
in
have-
the Supreme Court hearing
And
yesterday,
Rahul
an
Gandhi
important...
talks
No,
the
you
truth.
don't want to hear the answer. Unlike
answer
you,
it.
I don't run away. Unlike you, I don't run away from questions. When I answer, you
that.
start
No,
blabbering in
answer that.
between. Marya, even in the Supreme Court yesterday, one of the important observations of the judge to Mr. Kapil Sibal was that they basically agreed with the ECI's contention that the Aadhaar cannot be a conclusive proof of citizenship. And you know why? Because in the last few years, there have been multiple cases of anomalies with regard to Aadhaar card. So today,
then why
Congress may have a
so why
different
did you
position,
link
but
it?
in the past,
So that
whether it is
you
Shashi
cheated
Tharoor, whether it is
It's a
Jairam Ramesh,
contentious
we've
issue.
had many.
It's a contentious
it will
issue.
take some
it's a
more
con-
time to
no,
do
but the
away
larger
with those
point is one
anomalies.
problem in India.
Let's
It
go
will
back
take
to
some more
Amitabh
time.
Gandhi
Yes,
and Jayanta Ghoshal.
linking Aadhaar to
You cheated the people of India. You wanted
linking
the Aadhaar to be
Aadhaar
linked
was
to
an
the voter
important
ID.
step,
You
but
cheated the
those
people of India.
anomalies,
Amitabh Tiwari and
but
Jayanta
those
Ghoshal.
anomalies have
Jayanta
not
Ghoshal,
completely been
Ghoshal,
removed yet,
you know,
and therefore Aadhaar
yes,
cannot
it
be
is for the
considered
So what
as a
about the
conclusive
8 dead
proof of
people what
citizenship.
Rahul Gandhi showed
to
today?
what
about
the
the 8
charge
dead
that
people?
has come in from the Congress and also from what the BJP has said. The poll body certainly is facing a lot of questions. Many would say that they should address a press conference and reply to everything that is being asked. But then there is a hearing which is ongoing in the Supreme Court. When such an important institution is under fire, isn't it doing itself some kind of disservice by not responding at all and operating through sources?
Of course, the Election Commission's communication style and strategy does not work in this new age of social and digital media. Even in Operation Sindoor, if you recall, when India was not holding press conferences in the global West, the Pakistan had won the war. Correct. Only after India started holding press conferences regularly, it became clear what the position was. Now the fact is that Election Commission cannot respond to Amit Malviya's allegations. Correct. That is for the Congress to respond. Election Commission only can fact check the document whether that document is correct or not. But yes, the Election Commission needs to respond to the allegations made by Rahul Gandhi because that allegations have been made on Election Commission of India. Correct. So it needs to change its communication style because it is not only about Election Commission of India. India is the largest democracy. Its electoral process is respected world over. Election Commission officers go to other countries to hold elections and hold training for elections. Correct. So we cannot just let these allegations go loose. If there are significant allegations, they need to come out and bunk these allegations, whether these are true or not. And of course, SIR is required. There are massive errors in our voter list, which the Election Commission is itself accepting when it is deleting 65 lakh names from a voter list, which it had just approved in January 1. Correct? 8.2%. And there could be further deletions as well.
Jayanta Ghoshal, you get the last word on the last word tonight.
Election Commission is a very popular victim. I remember Jyoti Basu, when TN Session was active, he said that he is not TN Session, he is Alsation. And when in Bihar, in this Bihar, when this booth capturing and Jungle Raj, TN Session used to say, that time the ruling party was, again, Lalu was the chief minister and he was attacking mode every day against Election Commission. So the history repeats history, in our contemporary Indian political system. Election Commission, if there are fault lines, opposition parties have every right to raise the issue. And Election Commission, that there can be a dialogue, discussion, and you have to mention what are the fault lines, but only allegation without evidence. And I'm completely support Amitabh that the Election Commission cannot take the responsibility whether BJP's allegation, Amit Malviya's allegation, whether it's right or wrong. Congress has to give the reply. And if the officials, they did that time, because that time Indira Gandhi was in power and that was a different political milieu. But that time Aadhaar and these issues are not there. But if officials also did, without the consent, without the knowledge of Sonia Gandhi can give reply. I have every respect to Sonia Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi is still the main opposition unity index, and how she run the UPA. I have every respect. Nothing personal. But as a journalist, I want to know.
Yes. If
how
there
it
is
happened.
a charge of this nature that is coming in...
No, the Election Commission should reply. And
No, why
also
should
what
Election
are the
Commission
dead
reply?
people?
This is a question that has been asked to the Congress party. They should reply.
No, the Election
If-
Commission
if
will reply.
I am
What
a
about
voter,
the 8 dead people? No.
Without
Ghoshal,
Indian
what happens to the
citizenship,
8 dead people?
I am a Tom, Dick, Harry. Can I be a voter if I am not an Indian citizen? Chodiye, Sonia Gandhi is a very important family, and
Who made
just
her
is
a voter
common
or
man.
not is what...
If I am a common man, can I be a voter if I am not a citizen? Just give that reply. I don't think
She's
it's
definitely a
proper.
citizen of India. And there's no doubt about it. You have not told about the 8 dead people Rahul Gandhi was having met today. Why don't you talk about the Election Commission? They were deleted. They were deleted in Bihar. But they are there. I'm sorry, they were dead in Bihar. And they are there
That's
right
a
now with
different
Rahul Gandhi.
issue.
So why don't
That
you
is
ask
before
them?
the Supreme
Those
Court.
are important things. But
Dr.
this
Sharma
issue is
Mohammed,
a
let's
different
go to the
issue.
Supreme
Sonia
Court.
Gandhi,
I'm going to
and
wait
that
for the
shows your
hearing to
intent.
conclude
It shows your
today.
intent.
Tomorrow, in fact, and then we'll see the interim order. So let's see how it plays out in the Supreme Court. I'm sure, the political parties have actually merged these people who are supposed to be alive and dead according to the voter list. So let's see how it plays out. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Sharma Mohammed, Tuhin Sinha, Amitabh Tiwari and Jayanto Ghoshal.